I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CT Review. Today is April 9th, Wednesday, 2025. Hope you had a good day today. So, like we said, we gave you two options yesterday. Whoever watches these 40-minute videos are going to be doing well. Very clear, said that we would open up. This was pretty much second option. I would have liked for them to rush down, but as you can tell, all the fear going on X and the news and this and that, like everybody is fearful. That's what you buy, right? But in this case, this was second option. I said I wanted to come down and seal this gap, right? Or the second option was that we were going to open up, come back more into this wick. Look at this. Just look at this for a second, okay? And then come back up into where? Liquidity plus the imbalances, right? Very simple. We just came up here now. We just did this exact same thing. So let's take a look. Can't make this shit up. Look at the daily. 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 Came right into the wick, right? This is also, and I think I forgot to mention two things yesterday. This is also a breakout level, obviously, right? Where we made this high, this candle, and then we pop up, and then we come back down, right? And then we pop back up. So this is kind of like when we retrace back in, we're just kind of wiping out some more of the buyers, right? Pretty simple. And you can see that this bullish imbalance is also being, it comes right back to it. I'm not even going to draw it, dude. There's no point. But we have the projection here down at 3.5 to 4 from Trump's drop. Okay, cool. We have this projection here. We have 2 to 2.5 right there, and then we have the 3.5 to 4. We just got there now. See that? So what's also here? It's slithering. It's remember all this liquidity slithering. So they did this out of nowhere before 2 o'clock, and pushed the price up. Obviously manipulation, and then rushing for equal highs and all this easy dripping that people could just be selling very, very easily, right? It's a model on itself, right? Just catching the last leg down of the whole thing. All right, let me try to, I got to make this short. So there's so much to talk about, but I'm going to try to make this, and I know there's a lot in the chart, man, but you got to be patient here. Just give me a second. Before this stupidness up there, let's just leave it like this. So if you look here, we had the highs here. Remember, equal highs there. Again, we don't know where we're going, but remember I did this project. Did I do this? Okay, I think I fixed this projection here from this energetic leg from here. I don't know if I did that yesterday, so whatever. But 1 and 1.5 is right here, and you can see when I'm ready at 9:30, for example, even 10 o'clock is when I took the first trade. But when I'm right here, yeah, right here. You know, we're already, let's go look here. I'm already in the middle sitting here. So we already have 3 drives down, and then we get a pop up. Okay, retraces back deep, but 9:30 is up here. So I want to make sure I say that before I do the rest of this video. Now, technically, if I was going to go with option 1 and come down to take out these lows, I would have already wanted to see 8:30 not push up. First of all, like 8:30 is here, right? So it ended up popping up, right? And then I also wanted to see 9:30 down here more as well. And also in the flow of bearishness. Now, they faked this one out. Again, there's too much to talk about. There's an inversion here. I can't. So anyways, so you have this range that I'm highlighting right here. And when we popped up at 9:30, I knew that we came to 50% of it. See, after 9:30, we have order flow of higher highs and higher lows. They are giving you, so for me, this is a buy, sell, buy, okay? Or I also call this a pump and a dump. Generally speaking, the dump can either be short and then continue, or the dump can go through. But this is really a buy, sell, buy. So what do? We buy up, and don't get confused with all this, please. I got the current week gap measured in a quad right there. That's all that's there. I have today's present gap of today's opening in that right there. You can't miss it. And then the opening range gap is overlapped. So this was 2 setups today. Well, there was 3, but two good setups, and logically, even if you waited for price action. This is a magnet that's going to come to the price. Yes, we will go away from it, but it will be attracted to it. So, okay, I'm trying to make this simple. So don't get confused here, please. I got this down measured here, this last swing right here. And then you see the 3.5 to 4. And then now we have these I gotta zoom out, man. You can see these lower highs here. And then when 930 is here, you can think that it's going to be, oh, this is the sell and it's going to continue down, which it could have very well. But guess what? Guess what? Now, this is where my point is. Guess what? Did it go down at 930? No. It went up. It pushed up for a high, retraced back to the settlement. Look at this, dude. Right there to the low, the higher as a higher low, right there, bouncing. And then what did it do? It pushed up again. So we got a new high. We took that out. We're up here. We're squeezing a little bit everybody that's left here. Now that they made a new high, I mean, you got order flow. First of all, you got this was a nice buy. That was a nice buy. Okay. So now when we come up here, guess what? We have now rated. We're kind of like three drives right here. We rated, okay, to the left. We dipped into that 50%. They're faking the funk. Everybody's selling and fearful and blah blah blah. It's already going to be a buy sell buy day. Already from this flow here, I already know. Otherwise, it should have just been coming down technically. That's number one. Number two. Okay, so if you look at the range here, I'm going to delete this now. I just wanted to give that premise when I explain this high. From selling up here to back down here. So this was my sell here. Here, selling this, coming back, and then I ended up getting stopped out in profit because it was too deep. But then I realized it tagged that candle, and then the bodies were here. I ended up sniping this one for the leg down here, and it was beautiful. And why is that? You can see the range. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. You see this low to high. 50% is where? Right there. Okay, you can see the green and the pink, right? And then what's in the middle? The daily gap and the opening range. Okay. And that is the setup. Okay. So, I mean, the setup could have also been to buy these higher lows up here to get into here. Fine. That's fine. But so this is basically higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, right? It's very, very simple. If I was to copy this here and see this, I'm highlighting. If I was to do this range from here to here, we came deep, obviously very deep. Where? Into that imbalance and a breakout level, and then they're just trying to accumulate. You got three short-term lower. You got lower lows, not lower lows. You got higher lows on both sides, like a head and shoulder, for example, right? And then it's just order flow, right? So we push up. All right, where's my retracement? Comes back. Comes deep right into it. There's a first imbalance right there. We will use this later. That's the 931. We come to it. All right. We're tagged. Look at this. Look. You can't. That's algorithmic. You can't. So by the way, I also have the quad level in the background. So don't get lost in that. We came to it. We use it as resistance for a second. It's fake. It's just a higher low. And then we popped up. All right. Look at the algorithm delivery. It comes right back to the 50. Remember? The opening gap, right? If it's a higher high and a higher low inside the leg, you can get higher high, higher low, and then pop up for the final leg right here. So this is common. And where does it come back to? It comes to the 50, comes back to that first imbalance, that imbalance right there, two down candles, beautiful, perfect area. That's algorithmic. So why am I saying all that? Is because this is not a random thing. If I was to delete everything on the chart, just be completely naked, you wouldn't think it's random to be here either, because you know this is 50%. You don't need like all the, but the thing is that the 50% of the range is algorithmically delivered because you have those key confluences there. That they're reaching there on purpose, right? So anyways, then you see it hold here, right? Perfect. Comes right, pushes up, comes back. These are all higher lows though. All right, it's like a, what do they call this shit? A pennant? Not a pennant. I forgot what they call this shit. But you put a trend line right there. You see how we break through, retrace back, just retail pattern. Nothing fabulous, just a bull flag in general, but this is where you're getting in. Okay, so if that's the higher low, and then we made it the higher high here, oh, where is the retracement? They did this dirty, by the way, if you were doing it live. They just shot it down. It was just like instantly. And then it immediately just bought the shit right back up. So very shady, very manipulative. Buyers and sellers obviously didn't do that, but take a look. It's coming in here. Oh, before I continue, you can see the projection here. Sorry, the projection here with the, I'm just highlighting the 3 candles and the retracement back into the 1 and 1.5. You see that? It's kind of hard to, you see the 1 and 1.5 right there? 1 and 1.5, right? So also coming in there, that's the logic. And I say this all the time, they just hit my key level, which is the gap. They just hit it now. Dragging right to it. You can't make that up, bro. So that would be also in the picture. Obviously we have, so okay, again, we had that daily bearish imbalance that we mentioned. That was going to be drawn to it if we're that option of going up. What's above it? I also did not highlight it, but there's, you got to do your own thing. There's also an imbalance right there with the gap included. And the gap is very key because it's a gap. I'm not talking, I'm talking about the gap that's there. You can't, it's not like a weekly gap or anything. It's a daily gap. But we all, above that, we have this weekly gap. Oh, this is where Trump went right through that buy that we took, and then it took off down and it broke through. This is basic breakout level. So breakout level, all liquidity, just balancing, cleaning it up. Big, stupid candle today, right? Look at that. Do you think when it's, I'll get to it, but when it's dragging up, take a look at the algorithmic delivery. Let me get to it in a second. There's stuff I haven't even fixed, but I want to explain this just a tiny bit. So we got to the 1 and 1.5. That's your retracement. Very simple. I got to highlight it. Got to highlight it with this. All right. So now you don't got to get confused. All right. So then we're in this range. Popped up. Where's my sell? Comes back down, dips in. Oh, conveniently takes that guy out. Oh, what's this? That's a breakout level. Oh, cool. All right. I got this last up candle up here with the body because it has the body the highest. All right, we break through that. Beautiful. And then so I caught this sell down to here. Again, I got back in here to get to here. I was actually pretty much done. It was London close and I left it alone. But then I'm waiting for algorithmic delivery. I'm on lunch. I'm chilling. I let all this play out. But guess what? I catch this simple trade right here. See this high, see this low, see how remember, look at the way it's dancing. Okay, to the 25%, 50%, 25%, 50%, to the high of that actual gap, dancing around, it pops up and then retraces back. If I want to be a buyer here, all right, if I want to be a buyer here for the rest of this leg, look how we tap that gap right on top. That's a signature. I literally snipe it right there and then ride it up for this leg right up to here. Now, and I took this sell, by the way. But the reason why I'm saying all that is because these aren't random levels here, right? This is very, 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 very specific. So sure enough, this trade right here was so gorgeous. Anyway, so okay, I got this measured here, 3.5 to 4. Obviously, we're popping up. This probably could have got changed. I did not fix it. It's a swing. So let's just do the swing. Aha. And then I was taking it. See this right here? 3.5 to 4 right here. And it's literally like damn near the same level. And we pop right to it. Okay, cool. Then I get this measurement I just told you about. And look what they do. Look what they do. I measured this candle right here, right? And then 3.5 to 4. Look at the 3.5. Look at that. Boom, right to it. I didn't even measure the rest, dude. But now, this is the thing. Let me do it because I could just, this is fine. I'm just going to do it like this. This could be done a couple ways, but that's fine. I'll just leave it like this. So, for example, then what does it do? Then they rush hard. They push up, super manipulative. Pushed up, retrace back. That's a fair, it's fair, but it's bogus delivery. So from this low to this swing here high, and then we retrace back, It's by the way, it's right next to the 1 and 1.5. Retraces back, and that's about 50%. If I was to do, just to give you, I don't want to make this. Damn. Just give me a second. All right. Come on, let's go. I want to be done. Okay, almost right. But the logic is that when it popped up and it came right back down, almost 50%, right? See that? They don't care about the breakout level. It's whatever. They're not even trying to get you in another chance to get in. You got to know that once you see these higher highs and higher lows, it's a birdie day. If anything you have learned from anything in the day as it was going on is that we're not selling. Right? It's not like we dumped, and then we're going this way. Again, we don't have that situation. So you get the higher, you've got order flow all the way into almost a PM session. You already have it established. You don't fight it. Okay. So, and obviously double bottom of a major range. Okay, cool. We know they want to come up and try to probably these guys real quick. But take a look again here. And then if I was to do it again, I can't keep doing this much. It's too much. Come on. And then again, it's not gonna be perfect, but just follow the flow. All right, that's the low. And then it swings up. Damn. You following this, right? So projecting 1 and 1.5 retraces, gets to the 2 to 2.5, then retraces. So don't get lost here. This is that high and retraces where? Boom, into the discount. You also have that hair of a close of the open, and the open of this candle right here, this 120. See how it comes right a hair above it, right to it. That's because anybody who saw the candle push above, you see me get entries like this all the time. All right, it's the same idea, but they're coming back to squeeze them out, but they don't go any lower. That's just what it is. Okay, so you're following this, right? Right. But again, these were very dirty and very volatile and moving very fast. What was the VIX today? It was large. At first it reached this 57. It's dropping back down, but anyways, fucking man. If you use common sense and it becomes beautiful, dude, and you don't make things too difficult. But anyways, all right, now I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna put this here. You're not getting lost with that, right? Aha. Take a look. See it, right? So we popped up and 50%. Again. Okay, now I'm gonna just get rid of all this. I'm just explaining basic shit. I'm even gonna delete this. It's not important. Okay, look at the algorithmic delivery of the imbalances. So we pop in, we pop up, get to it, we retrace back, and we're damn near at the bottom of the first one that you see, right? And then we pop back up, shy of the 50, come back down to this 50. I mean, that's very clear. Got an imbalance right there. X marks the spot. You see how they're digging it in. That's on purpose. This is also a higher low. If I was to, okay. All right. So we made this low and we made this high. You don't have to make things complicating. I know it's probably hard to fucking see this. All right. I'm going to change this. Let's just do that. Okay. That's probably easier. Oh, came in, discount 50. That's a higher high, higher low. Higher high, higher low. So are all those. Look at the pullbacks. On a 30-second, it'll be much more clear. Go do the research. Okay, cool. All right. And then what does this look like? A hair short. And this is why they push up for one more leg and then do the retracement. So, aha. See that? That leg. And then retraces back. Where? Oh, discount. Oh, ooh, that low. All right, let me delete this because this is getting too much. But the point is, take a look here. Hold on. Yeah. All right, now you can see it. Okay. So from that 50 to that 50. Retraces back. Okay, whatever. Plays around. Comes back up. Plays around. Comes back. Look right there. Before the train leaves, where it taps. You can literally push buy right here and to aim for here or here, right? Because where is the next algorithmic level it's going? Plus, don't forget, take a look at let me move this back, send it back. You see this, you see this 4 hour, you see how we kind of fanned up right there. It was very shallow. All right, and then we sold off with the imbalance right there and the breakout level. You got the gap, and we came right to it, dude. So okay, so let me be very clear. I am telling you the day before. Yeah, I gave you two options. But dude, if it didn't go down and take the low out, then you know that it's that you already got order flow buying up. Dude, I can't get any more clear. I mean, it's not like I made this example and I had it stop here. I mean, I'm going right to where it is logical, right? So just fire, bro. I mean, I don't know anyone that's doing this consistent. I've been calling the market like this whole time. If I wasn't on vacation up here, it would have been even different. But I made a video then and told you that I couldn't catch it because I was in California. It was 3 hours behind, if you remember. But anyways, whatever, dude. So it's cool right there. Look at oversold to overbought right here. Man, just sick. And the second mistake I made yesterday was CPI wasn't today. If it was FOMC minutes. CPI is tomorrow. And I'm sure you know that already too. But hey, but then that's what I was saying. Wouldn't it be logical for them to around this time of news that they would try to push it back up, right? How else would they get back up that fast? I mean, dude, that's some bogus. That's great. So, anyways, from here, well, it's a nice lower high now. I mean, so again, this was a little too shallow, right? Again, if it doesn't pop up, we don't take these lows out. We're still retracing. It's just like this example here. Remember this shit here? You remember this right here, right? See how we made this low? We never broke it, and then we just spent days up, down, right? Coming back up to where? The same logic. Look here. They have a shallow breakthrough, liquidity, and then they came back to get that. Remember, 50% of that imbalance. In this case, we got this gap here, and I don't think we need to use this anymore. I'll probably delete it, but that's a bearish imbalance. Again, breakout level, right? From there, and right there too. So nice inversion right here. See this candle, this September 9th on the weekly. Drag that out. See how it's all sitting in there. That was a nice place to sell too, knowing I didn't discuss that, but all right. So we got to 3.5 to 4, right? I'm gonna delete this because this was already we understood that too. Remember that, right? That was also in the picture of it. Why it's a high probability of it not taking another low down. But when you take a look at the Asia and London delivery here, yes, it could have went any direction, but you do have a nice move. I mean, this is a lot of movement, bro. I mean, it's a lot of movement for Asia and London, to be honest. So nice little switch, and then popping up. So makes sense because this is the agenda, right? All right. So I feel like I'm missing some right now. Explain that. Again, last down candles holding. You see the three. See your basic head and shoulder shit. Algorithmically, look how they close on this 1 hour, 10 o'clock, and then the 11 o'clock. Look at the bodies. They're sitting right on it, and that's why this was the real good setup. I mean, again, I'm not trying to trade all day either, right? But sweeping here and coming down into this because it's a magnet is a very key level and a very good setup. So for me, buying any one of these higher lows was a setup. Selling from here into there is the setup. And then preferably this buying from there as a higher low to make the new higher high. That's also the setup. they did this bogus as hell. But could you have been involved? Yeah, sure. You could when this retraced, if you're quick enough, which I doubt, and if they filled you, which I doubt, and then when we did this, when we popped up, retrace back. Here's what I talk about birdie days. We push up, we never break the higher lows. We push up, we stop, we make another high. That's protected. Price ain't coming down. Coming right to here, perfect place to buy. Where would you take this buy? To here, at least, or that high. But that's algorithmic. That's an algorithmic setup. So this was also very beautiful here as well. This buy right here. All right, need to be done. So what else we could talk about? Dollar kind of fucking up and down, and not very helpful. And then this is kind of hard to see. There wasn't really anything fabulous here as far as divergences goes. This right here, nah, it's not even nothing to talk about here, man. Just all in flow and harmony and lock in price. They just locked price right there. That's all they were doing. Could be a good sell soon, to be honest. That might be the sell even. I don't know. I mean, depends on how the CPI is tomorrow, Thursday. So technically anything's gonna happen. So I think Thursday. I think Thursday they want to like maybe pop up and then shoot down. Unless we come down from right now, I'll draw in a second. But let's just let me take a look at this. So again, they dangled that. They didn't seal it. Came all the way back up. What a breakout level. Beautiful. Got a gap here. I wonder if they're going to use CPI to push it up here and then roll over. We'll see. But all that was mentioned. Nice double bottom, dude. Classic right there. Yeah, breakout level, right? So everybody's in the same boat here. So is this here? S&P, same story. Obviously you can see that, right? That gap. I would like to see Thursday kind of pop in here and then roll over. Make it roll over again. I mean, dude, because they have already pushed back up. Nobody can complain. I mean, at the moment, right? Again, by the fear. I mean, it was coming to the point where it was like everyone's talking about at midnight, everything's gonna sell off, and all this crazy, goofy. Yo, that right there is what told me that we should buy today, right? Because it was just like, okay, it was overboard. And guess what? You got people that probably started selling. And guess what they did? They fucking pushed it. Can't make that up, bro. Look at that. Yeah, I talked about that gap yesterday too, didn't I? Almost there. So, beautiful. Yep. And then, what am I missing here? I'm not even going to draw anything out there. Okay, so, all right, let's do it here. So, this is where I'm at. So, before I even do that, let me just show NVIDIA. So, and I was telling y'all, I said, when we came back down and we stopped here, I said, the same fucking example is right here. Remember this? Go watch yesterday's video. I said, we dropped, we popped up, we retraced back, we squeezed buyers. Boom. I said we were right here. What did we do? We popped up. Now we've done this. We've pretty much damn near done this. Came up. Yeah, this took days to do it. This shit took 1 day. All right. Okay, but now I was talking about these guys right here, maybe popping into here, kind of like this here. See how we pop up into here and then sell back off. So that's what I want to see. It can happen from here, or is it going to happen from up here? I don't know. What I would like to say is that it would happen probably underneath here. We'll see how they do it. But let me just draw what I need to do so I can go. I now am expecting, yeah, I mean, we're reaching, if this was a controller price like on a 1 minute candle, just like these two candles, controller price on a 1 minute candle, right? Easily to sell off. So it's either going to do this from where it is now, and then we can discuss it later, but maybe come back into here with CPI. I don't know. Okay, that's option one if we're bearish, and obviously option two would to make another lower low, right? Because I could see that they popped all the way back up. Everybody's like, "Oh my god, everything's good." Come right back down and fuck around. I said this was going to be tricky. Okay, so that's option one. Or I don't see us pushing up too higher. So maybe we do something like this. Maybe we pop up a little more here. Who knows? Something like this, where we get like inside that daily candle wick. See that bearish one right here? This April 2nd. Maybe we just pop in there and it's also getting back into this guy right here. Maybe we tap in a little bit. Don't get lost with all those three, please. That gap, I seeing that gap, I don't know. That's kind of rough. Possibly though. But that's what I'm looking for. I'm basically trying to say just simple because we're bearish, right? So I don't know. However long this takes, so I don't fucking know. I'm just drawing this, but I'm just trying to give you the flow because now we got lower low, lower high. This range, lower low, lower high. All right, it's pretty deep, all in one day, but made sense. And then, are we gonna stop right here and sell off? I think we'll probably keep going up a little bit. CPI is gonna, well, CPI is the only person that can, generally speaking, is the only people that can push that shit up and wipe out Trump's data high. Remember, we talked about that data high, right? I talked about that data high. So, maybe doing something like that. And then, you get the point. But I gotta be done. 31 minutes. I like that. Yeah, I'm not missing anything else here. CPI can. Okay, so I gave you the options if we're bearish, right? I don't think we're bullish, but then I would want to see something like this. Obviously, depending how low this goes. You got a breakout level here. You have these. So we use this as an inversion also, by the way. So remember when we came up here, we're inverting the bearish imbalance. Obviously, I don't need to say that, but I'm saying it. Make sure I say it now. See that? Inverting it right there. So it's being used. You see that? So that's why this was a great buy. So that's just like a 1 minute chart. That's that inversion right there. Well, on the daily, obviously, we're talking about this April 3rd. See that? So they use that to climb up. That's how the price got locked. When the price gets locked like this, then they end up just bouncing from here. So right now, as we're speaking, bullishness is being held. Like it's being held with this. So, see, like over here, like when we rolled right in, it just went to 50%, sold off. Like it didn't even go any farther, didn't even seal it. Here, kind of, we went above it here, right? But the body stayed at that level, at that bearish imbalance up here for Trump, and then it just took off. So that's bearish flow. Now we are seeing it inverting, right? So, again, this is a bullish example right here. It would make sense. So we're getting overbought and then looking for some sells to then roll over. I'm still pretty much bearish, but I'm looking at this like a look at that mother. So what was I gonna say? So then we popped up, right? So it's kind of like this. How can I explain it? It's kind of like we did this low, and then we're pushing up for this as we did. What do you see here? For one more leg down. Now this could take days. Again, we've done this very fast. So it's like a lot can happen still. But the flow is that's a lower low and we made a lower high. So then you might start to see candles like this start drizzling down, coming back, and then roll over down. I think I don't want to confuse. I think I've said enough, but I think you get what I'm saying here. And I'd like to see this kind of double top. Let's go to 2022 real quick, even though I already have it drawn. So like this, for example, here. So we broke, we came up initially, we made another lower low. This one made another lower low. Then we popped all the way up. All that is kind of like what I'm saying we've already done. See that? Remember, this is the main breakout level. So from here, I would like to see it roll over for a new leg down. That's what I'm trying to say. But the crazy thing is this is just all this has happened so fast. It's just crazy. So a lot can happen in between. Right now, to be honest, today was a nice day. I was surprised. I thought it was going to be shitty, but it was actually pretty nice. I'm sure tomorrow will be nice too, but I mean, post CPI, kick back and then see what setups are there. Like again, I mean, very logical to say, okay, what was your setup here? I've already said this. I can't keep doing it. But a higher high in the range from here to here, retracing back. I already deleted it, coming to the 50%. Higher low, buy, sell, buy. You got the same thing here. And then, the flow that I just said. So what's your favorite? What's the best setups here? Any one of these buys for a quick liquidity above, and then the sell to the 50%, 50% to the new leg here. And this was just awesome. So, if you sit on your hands all day and you say, well, what trades am I looking for? What's my model? What am I waiting for? I mean, I'm simply higher high, higher low. I mean, I'm not making it difficult, but this is an algo level. So we're using that in Confluence. That was a buy. That was a buy. See that? Those are all algorithmic levels, right? As you see again with the bounce. If you were quick enough, you could have probably got that, right? But another one there, right? So this isn't randomness. This is specific. So you wait for him to be sitting there, and you sit back, and you don't no over trading, and no fear of missing out. And there's plenty of buses every day, and I could keep going and going, man. But very coincidence that they brought it right back to that gap. Obviously, that gap is from here, from Sunday, March 30th, right there. Okay. See that? Buyers and sellers brought it right back to that fucking gap. Okay. You guys take care and God bless.